Welcome back. I've been told this is happy Argentina fans. There they are. Yeah, happy.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why it's in Brazil. Oh, no. Oh, dear. Well, there you go. Got what you deserved. Welcome back to the ESPN FC studios. Let's get some more reaction. Archie is in Manchester. We'll be hearing from Archie in a moment. But first, let's go to Kevin and Adrian.
Yeah, cheers, Dan. I do feel for you because I witnessed you, that roller coaster of emotions. You wouldn't watch with everyone else here at the Irish Exit. You found yourself in a corridor.
I had to remove myself.
Yeah. How are you doing now?
I don't know if I've ever felt more gutted. I mean, disappointment doesn't even begin to describe it.
I saw you back there. You said, why do we always do this? And that's
why do we make it so hard for ourselves?
Yeah.
Why does England always make it so hard for themselves?
Well, the sentiment here, Adrian, from chatting to people, is negativity around Tuchel, actually. A lot of the fans are a little bit angry by the way the subs were rolled out and the way the team looked toward the end.
You know, I wouldn't go that far on judging him as a whole, but what he did do is clearly push all his chips into the middle on trying to defend a 1-0 lead with 35 minutes to go. They had done it against Mexico, they'd done it against Norway with similar times, but this was Argentina. I mean, I should say hats off to Argentina. They deserve to win this game. I mean, I heard Craig talking about it earlier. They looked like they were going to run through a brick wall. This was two exhausted, knackered, tired teams, and it was a question of who was going to dig deeper, and Argentina proved they have whole more levels to dig to, and they've repeated it again, done it time and time again, come back in this tournament.
Exactly right. I mean, think about what they've done in the last game, extra time, the game against Egypt, the stoppage time winner, extra time the game before that against Cabo Verde. The feeling here, it was silence. It was actually unbelievable. It's a largely English contingent at the bar here at the Irish Exit, and when that goal went in from Lautaro Martinez, pure silence around this area.
Well, because they knew that was it. They pretty much knew it was it when the equaliser went in, because at that stage they had 7 defenders on, but you know, they were 5 minutes away from Thomas Tuchel's plan working, albeit with a huge slice of luck. I mean, Argentina should have been up already. I mean, they hit the post twice. It was almost just a question of when and off. It'll just be, you know what the English media is like. There's going to be a huge inquest. Why did you do this? Why did you do that? Fine margins, but in the end, I think it came down to pure willpower. Argentina just were not going to let this go and not going to let England away with this win.
And then now, this has to be for Messi, a man that's lived in Spain longer than he's lived in Argentina. The dream final at his age as well. Phenomenal performance. Let's see how the English drown their sorrows here tonight, Dan.
Well, I'm sure you'd be hoping they will a lot.
Ka-ching! Kev, what's that bar called?
Okay, Archie.
Mac will tell you, he's an honorary owner.
Archie, I imagine the scenes in Manchester as similar to what we saw in Atlanta, quite the roller coaster ride.
Well, exactly, Dan. If I look behind me, there's not very many people left. And that's because England are out of the World Cup again. And I have to say, I disagree with Adrian. This is only on Thomas Tuchel. Who else can this be on? That England retreated completely after they scored, and his tactics went completely wrong. Like, Argentina got stronger in the game, and there were moments. The fact that Argentina hit the post was already a warning sign that you are dropping way too deep, way too early, and simply, they have too much quality. And people may say, oh, well, think about the Mexico game. It worked out there. England had 10 men there. They didn't have any other choice. It was a game at altitude. We all knew the circumstances surrounding it. But this one is entirely on Thomas Tuchel, because look at how the 55 minutes before England had scored had gone. This was a tense game. Neither side had the edge. In the first half, both teams went into the opponent's boxes 4 times, I think it was. In the second half, England went 3 times into the Argentina box. Sure, they scored with one of them. Argentina went into the English box 24 times, and that's because England let them. You cannot back off against a team of Argentina's quality. We all know that they have the greatest player of all time in there, and if you give him enough chances to put the ball into the box, Enzo Fernandez is an excellent ball striker, and sure, he messed up the first 3, but if you give him 4 goes at the cherry, then sooner or later one of them's going to be on target. I think this is entirely on Thomas Tuchel. I wouldn't put any blame on the players at all, because if you dig in so early against a team of this quality, you are going to get results like that.
Sorry, Archie, who are you blaming for this? We discussed this earlier. Is that fair, Frank? You've been...
Yes, I think the most responsible for that tactic, let's say, is Thomas Tuchel. But again, players like Gueye, players like Stones, they have the experience of knowing by themselves what they have to do. And going further up 10 yards is not a big deal when you are defenders like them. So, yes, Tuchel should have, because he's responsible, because he's the coach, he should have pushed them more than that if he sees that there is no reaction from his centre-backs. But the players are also guilty for that.
I don't think anybody had an issue with Thomas Tuchel's team selection. I don't think anybody will say...
No.
Morgan Rogers worked, didn't it?
I think that was fine. There wasn't a problem. The only issue, or the big issue, was the change in strategy. To invite, and even the corner kick that led to Enzo Fernandez's wonderful strike, some of the England players had, and this is where it's on them, some of the England players had their back turned to the corner being coming in. So by the time they turned round, it's already gone out to the box, and Jude Bellingham was the first to react, to get out there. But he was too late.
I mean,
it was little moments
the coach
like that.
is always an easy target, no?
Yeah.
But it is true that if you drop deep to your box and you have a 5-3-2 formation or a 5-4-1 formation, you don't let the midfielders shoot from outside the box. At least, I mean, they can.
At least.
And
but they were nine in the same line.
There is responsibility from the players as well.
The only person, sorry, Steve, the only person in the back four that should have been worried about squeezing up and leaving space was John Stones, because of his age and he hasn't played a lot of football. And if that was the issue, then Tuchel should have taken him off and put somebody on that was quicker, like a Konza in that position. I know he came on at right back, so that they could squeeze further up. But if that was the reason he was worried about John Stones or one or two, Reece James was looking tired. If that was the reason, he had to make changes so that they could squeeze the game a little bit more. And if a ball was played in behind like it was in the first half, how many times in the first half did any of the England back four, when a ball went over the top, get outpaced? None. So if that was the issue in Tuchel's mind, he should have made a change to stifle that problem so that they could squeeze the game and keep Lionel Messi and one or two others 40 yards from your goal, not 20 yards where they can whip the ball in.
Gentlemen, let's go back to Atlanta. Before we let you go, let's just get your thoughts on the final on Sunday.
I can't stop thinking about Lionel Messi holding Lamine Yamal as a baby. That image that's gone viral many times, because to have that dream final with Lamine Yamal, a teenager, against a 39-year-old, it's a dream in many ways.
And for Messi to go, they've hardly ever played Spain, have they, in the course of their history?
1966,
certainly
the last
not
time
in competitive games. So, 60 years since the final. For Messi to get that chance to do in a country where he played for so long, that's the icing on the cake, really. I think Argentina have the beating of Spain, but Spain will be the favourites.
Fascinating game.
Yeah.
Absolutely brilliant. Dan, it's been a pleasure reporting here, live from the Irish exit.
Prediction, 2-1 Spain.
But
I think Argentina are conditioned enough at this stage to get the job done.
They do. They have the beating. Well, England
Adrian.
had the beating of Argentina, but they didn't. Argentina had the beating of Spain, but it's not going to happen. Spain 2-1.
Yeah, this one, like the World Cup in '94, it's going to penalties in the final, and I'm going to go with Argentina.
Yeah. As long as people stay in your bar, the longer the game goes on, the better.
Just keep them in there, Kev.
Thanks, Kev. Floodlight failure storms.
Ka-ching.
Archie, your prediction for the final?
I'm also on board the Spain boat. I think it might be a bit more goally. I'm going to go 3-2 Spain.
Oh, that'll be nice, wouldn't it?
Great stuff, guys. Thank you very much.
Boys, thank you.
I know who's going to have a better evening. Sorry, Archie. Just a reminder, the boys stay late to answer your questions on Extra Time. As always, you can check that out on YouTube.